Meet Kuol. His family fled South Sudan due to an ongoing war with its neighboring countries. They ended up in Iowa, where Kuol grew up in Section 8, chasing the NBA as his way out. He stopped playing basketball after experiencing success in dropshipping, scaling his stores to thousands of dollars while still in high school. Sat down with him in Iowa to learn about how he did it and how you can do it as well. What's up, guys? I'm here live with Kuol in Iowa. Flew all the way out here to interview my man.
What's up, guys? My name is Kuol Deng. I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur in the ecommerce space. I've been doing this for about 5 years. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with my brother Rigo. We met out in Miami in April. Been brothers ever since, and it's just a blessing to be out here and filming this podcast. And I hope I can give you guys a little bit more insight on my come up and exactly how I got to where I'm at today.
Okay, so let's start with that then. We're in Iowa because you're visiting your family, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you talk about like your upbringing? We're in Des Moines, right? So it's like the capital or like one of the big cities?
Yeah, Des Moines is the capital of Iowa. I was born in Ames, Iowa. That's like probably like 30 minutes away from here. 2 brothers that I grew up with. I'm the middle child. Grew up with a single mom. You know how people be like, single mom, it was so hard growing up. I don't know. I guess it was hard, but it was a good life. I feel like growing up with a single mom showed me how to like actually grind and be grateful for anything that I get. Because I see my mom wake up, go to work every single day. Like, till this day, my mom's probably at work right now. Like, she just loves working, providing. So, growing up with a single mom just taught me how to grind. I've been doing this for so long. A bunch of different businesses, selling candy at school, reselling electronics, selling clothes. Basically, anything to make money, I was doing it. So, I feel like the reason why I'm like that is because, like, of my situation growing up.
Okay, and that's what I was about to ask you. Did you start doing those things out of fun or necessity?
I wouldn't say necessity. It wasn't like I was like really struggling for stuff. I never got anything that I wanted, but it's like I had food on the table. If I wanted like the nice clothes, like right now, I like to dress nice. I definitely had to go get that myself. But yeah, out of necessity, I guess you could say that, but not really. I just did it because I'm not going to ask my mom for anything. I seen what she was going through to raise 3 boys by herself. So I was like, I'm never going to ask her for anything. If I want something like extra, I'm going to go get it myself.
Yeah, you didn't want to put that extra pressure on her.
Exactly.
Yeah. And where's your family from?
So my family is from South Sudan originally, but I was born in the United States.
Okay, and then when did your family move to the States?
My mom and dad probably moved to the States in like 1995, something like that.
Okay, was it because of the situation going on in Sudan?
Yeah, so they have like a ongoing war at the time. They still have a little bit of conflict going on there, but yeah, that's the reason why they came to the United States.
So then you're growing up here in Iowa. Would you say it's like a pretty comfortable life, like pretty like normal America type of deal, or?
I mean, there's a lot of people would say like Iowa's not good for colored people or people that aren't like, I guess, Caucasian or white, but in my experience, I mean, it was smooth. I liked it here. It was like nothing wrong with it. I feel like people here have good morals. There's a lot of opportunities here. There's a lot of good people here, but I don't know if I could see myself living here long term. Like maybe when I get a little bit older and I want to come back and like give my kids like a good structure and foundation. Like people in Iowa are pretty good people, so yeah, it's nice here.
Okay, and then when did you start your entrepreneur journey? Was that like in high school when you just started selling candy, middle school, or when does it like really begin?
I started my entrepreneurship journey probably 6th grade, selling candy in school, and then like I was reselling phones, laptops. I was painting house curbs. I was just doing a lot of different things. Anything, like if there was a money move, like that's what we call it, a money move, I was on it. That's really what it was.
You were just chasing the next best opportunity, right? The next money move?
Exactly. If there was something that looked promising, I'm going to try it. I failed in a lot of different things, too. That's what, like, people really don't know. Like, I really failed in a lot of different things. I've tried so many different businesses. People try one business and they quit right away, but they don't know, like, to actually succeed in something, maybe you'll get lucky, but a lot of times you won't. So I tried a lot of different businesses, and I failed in a lot of different businesses, but I'm here today because I didn't quit.
And then how old are you now? You're 18?
I'm 19. I just turned 19, like, I think a month from now, a little bit over a month from now.
Okay, and then how long have you been in business through your failures and doing everything to now?
So yeah, I started dropshipping when I was 12 years old.
12?
Yeah, 12 years old. People don't believe me, but I literally have the proof. 12 years old, I was starting dropshipping. I was in middle school. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew how to build websites. I've been knowing how to build websites forever. So I started dropshipping at 12 years old, built a website, paid an influencer to market the product. It literally got 0 sessions. Nobody even clicked on the website.
Link, yeah.
Because it was like I paid an IG influencer like $20 to post it on her story, the product. And
What was the product? You
it was like this, it was the dumbest product ever. I was tweaking. It was like this phone makeup palette. So like it was a phone case that had like a makeup palette on the back of it. I fucking paid my last $20. Didn't do anything, and then I just quit from there. I tried running ads for this other product. You've probably seen it. Somebody made millions off this product. It's like the ab stimulator thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have the proof too. I was just showing my bro the other day. Like, the ad only spent 8 cents. It was Facebook ads.
What the?
And the ad, like, literally my ad creative was a picture of my website of the product. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like 12, 13.
Yeah, but I think it's funny that we talk about it now, and obviously you've been really successful, and we'll talk about that later, but that you realize that you didn't know what you're doing, and you accept that,
Yeah.
and know that you can get better.
100%.
Because sometimes people's egos get in the way and just think like, oh, it's not working because of the market versus my skill level or what I'm actually like putting up as an ad isn't that good.
100%.
Okay, and then so you're starting dropshipping when you're 12. You quit early on because you don't experience success and really you don't know what you're doing. So what made you go back to it? Did you hop into another business between that time, or?
So the reason why I got back into it is because I seen my brother. He went off to college. This is when I was a sophomore. So when I was a freshman, he was a senior. We were both doing sports. I was playing basketball heavy, and he was doing track heavy. And then like COVID happened. My freshman year, COVID happened. So like halfway through the school year, we went into lockdown and school like just ended. So me and him tried dropshipping together. We built a store. It was on you probably seen it, the mini projector. Somebody made millions off that too, and probably still printing off that. So we built a store on that. We didn't know what we were doing. Did terrible. We quit after that. Started like doing painting curbs, just anything to make money. We were actually making good money too, because like if you really put it in perspective, the normal person working a 9 to 5 probably makes like $100, $150
Here.
a day. Me and my bros were literally just going outside. We bought like the spray paint, the stencils, everything. Would paint people's house curb for like $30. Split it between me and him. That shit takes like 20 minutes. We were easily making $100 to $200 per day each, and we were just young. I was like, what, 14, 15 at the time? So I remember I used to, all my Snapchat, it's like a bunch of cash. I thought it was really him.
Yeah, you were flexing.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't posting it on my story, but I was just like, take videos, listen to Lil Baby and shit. Like, this shit was funny, but yeah.
So as you're making like a little bit of money then, when does the shift happen when you go more into an online business versus in person?
So,
Since, right, you can only paint so many curves, right?
yeah, like, it just got boring. I'm like, yo, I need the next opportunity. I'm always looking for the next thing that I can do, right? When I found my next opportunity, which I wanted to get back into dropshipping, is because I don't know why, but like I always thought that like dropshipping, some reason I was gonna make it work. Like I don't know why. I remember freshman year sitting in like, I forgot what class, it was like business class, and I'm like, I'm gonna make money off dropshipping. I'll be looking at my computer, looking at cars. I'll be showing my friends like, I'm gonna buy this car, and they'd be like, how? And I'd be like, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna do drop shipping. They're like, bro, you don't have no money. How are you gonna buy this car?
Yeah.
I'm like, somehow I'm gonna make money in drop shipping. But I don't know, that was always in the back of my mind. But the reason how I like really got back into it is because, like I said, my brother, he went off to college. He started doing email marketing or copywriting. He started doing like, I think 10, 15K a month with that. He showed me how to do that as well. And I started doing email marketing as well. That's how I really made my first money online. I was doing email marketing. I had a couple of clients, copywriting, things like that. And then he started doing drop shipping. I remember he did like a 40K a month with ads.
Jeez.
And then a few months later, he was like 19 at the time, doing 40K months drop shipping.
What was his product?
His product? I don't even know what his product was with the ads. He's here. He will tell us, but I literally forgot. He was doing like 40K a month. I remember he sent me the screenshot. It was like 44K a month. I'm like, damn, that's insane. I'm like, yo, because I never seen some shit like that. And then a few months later, when it was like summertime, because he sent me that in like December, it was still like, I was still in school. And then he sent me that screenshot in December. And then like when it became summer, he showed me how to do drop shipping like with TikTok organic.
Mm-hmm.
I tested a few products. I was posting every day with these few products. They weren't going nowhere. And then he gave me a product that he was running. I ran it. success like that.
What product was it?
It was these hype boosters.
Yeah, I've seen your page.
Yeah,
Where
I
you-
always talk about those.
Okay, yeah, I've seen on your Instagram too. And we'll probably show it on screen too so people can see what we're talking about. But
Yeah.
did you understand at that time why that product was successful? Or were you just like, it's working, let's just keep doing the same thing?
Yeah, I definitely understood, and this is free game for anybody watching.
Yep.
Products that help solve an insecurity are always gonna work, because think about it, a lot of people are short. So if you can sell the product that solves that problem of people being short, because that's a big insecurity. Nobody wants to be short. You know, we probably can't get girls like that, whatever it is. So if you can help them fix their insecurity, that product is definitely gonna, win, and it's gonna help you print weight loss products. What else? Hair loss products, height products. All those products work super well because they help solve an insecurity.
So that's how you really started to learn and understand how to find a winner. Sounds like you were good at building websites, you with experience in email marketing, copywriting, you were improving maybe how to do your product page or description, maybe the description on your ads, right, the copywriting in there. But the last piece sounds like that was really missing was the right product or the right thing to sell.
100%. Even this is another little nugget of game. The website really doesn't matter too much. I mean, obviously it's going to matter a little bit, but not too much. If the product is really that good, people will buy from your website no matter what. If the product is really that valuable for their life, like say I'm 5'5", I get no girls. I'm so insecure because I'm so short, and you're selling me this height booster on this random sketchy website, I'm going to crash out and buy it. That's what people think. Like, they're just going to crash out and buy it. They don't care what the website looks like. So that's a little bit of game for anybody watching as well.
Once you start experiencing success with the hype booster, how much do you start bringing in a month? So you go from, I don't know, a couple thousand a month
Yeah.
with all your marketing. So were you doing the marketing yourself or were you outsourcing it?
What you mean by
Like
doing
the email marketing?
Oh, the email.
copywriting?
Oh, yeah, I was doing it by myself.
Okay, so you're doing that all yourself?
Yeah.
Making a couple thousand a month?
Yeah, I was probably making like 2K, 3K
Okay,
a month.
but it's still not like, it's not a little bit of money, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're in high school.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, so 2, 3K. And then what do you jump to when you start experiencing success in dropshipping?
So it was kind of tricky because with dropshipping, the first month with that product, I did like 8K in sales, and it was like 60-70% margins.
Okay, and I was going to say, and that's all on organic?
Yeah, all organic.
Okay.
And then after that, I ran up like a lot of different products that I don't really speak about, like the slushy cup.
Oh, yeah, the one, the
Yeah, I ran that up.
Okay.
Like this hand grip thing.
Yeah, I seen that one too.
Yeah, I ran up like so many different products, but that one I just like talking about it because it's just like one product that I don't care about. I'll just tell everybody. But I ran up so many different products with organic, so I was making good money. I was like probably 16, doing like 5 to 10 a month.
Mm-hmm. And then did you experience any challenges as you were scaling? Like, were you getting your Stripe account or like money held up or anything, or did you have any issues as you made the jump from basically nothing to making thousands?
Well, back in the day, really no. I don't know why. I remember I had like one Stripe hold. I emailed them, they cleared that shit right away. But now it's low key harder. They be tweaking with that. Like, it's easier to get like Shopify payment holds, things like that. You just have to deal with it. It'll be fine. If you're really doing good business, you'll be fine. But back in the day, I never dealt with that. I don't know why.
Okay, and then TikTok is your preferred platform to use out of anything? Or?
Yeah, TikTok. I love TikTok. I'm merging over to Facebook right now as well, but
Now that years have passed, like, are you still exclusively drop shipping, or have you like gone into any other businesses?
so right now I still do dropshipping, but I've also started, helping people get into dropshipping. So I'm consulting, helping people start, basically being the person that I wish I had when I started dropshipping. So that's another business that I'm doing, trying to get into real estate, things like that as well, but that's something in the future that I'll definitely get into probably in the next few months.
And why do you think it's so important to have someone showing you what to do? Like, I don't know, you call it like a mentorship in dropshipping or really any other online business?
Well, with anything in life, it's definitely good to have somebody guiding you because it's like a shortcut to get to where you want to get to. You can definitely go and find like all the skills and strategies that you need to, do dropshipping by yourself. But time is money. Do you want to waste the time to do that? You should just go find the person that knows what they're talking about, was in your position, pay them, or maybe get an internship with them.
Yeah, get around them.
Do something where you can learn their skills without having to go and do everything by yourself. because they went through everything. They know exactly what you're gonna go through. They know what things that you should avoid, maybe a problem that might occur where they can like help you not go through that problem or something like that. It's basically a shortcut to success. When you have a mentor, there's less roadblocks. When you don't have a mentor, there's a bunch of roadblocks because you're going through that. It's like going through a dark room or a dark maze without, no
Yeah.
map.
And then your mentor gives you the flashlight.
Yeah, it gives you the
Let's
flashlight.
say go this way.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is.
And then do you think now, like if someone wanted to get started with TikTok organic, do you think it's still possible
TikTok
to run
organic?
up accounts and make money?
100%. TikTok organic is definitely still popping. IG Reels is probably better right now, but you can definitely make money in TikTok organic as well. If the product is good, you know how to make videos, you'll be fine.
So as you're going through your early business and you're experiencing failure, what's your approach to that? Like as far as your mental, a lot of people, like you mentioned briefly, get discouraged. They try one product, they build one store, they email 5 people. They really, in the grand scheme of things, do the bare minimum. So what kept you going, or what made you think that really that you were going to be successful, or that you were really meant for more in a sense? Because I mean, even if you haven't mentioned it, it sounds like you have a lot of self-belief.
Yeah, that's a tricky one because in terms of like why I kept going is because I just seen people making money and I knew I can do it too. There's no reason why I can't do it. And then I also looked at the other option. There's college, working a regular job.
And why was that so unappealing to you? Or why is that so unappealing to you?
I don't know. I just never want to do that. I don't see that. There's not a single job that I can think of at the top of my head that I would want to do right now. I always knew that since I was in middle school. I was like, either I'm gonna start a business, because I just want to make money. I don't want to be no astronaut, freaking engineer, none of that shit.
Yeah.
I just want to start a business or play ball. It's if I don't make it with hoops, I need to do something that's making me money. I can't work a job. To anybody watching, working a job is totally fine. Don't listen to all these gurus that be like, blah, 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 9 to 5, this and that. Don't work a 9 to 5. Money is money. If you want to work a 9 to 5, do it. I'm not one of those people that be hating on anybody working a job. I just know for me personally, that's dead. I don't want to do that. But there's nothing wrong with that. Money is money.
Did you ever take basketball super seriously? Where you were training every day and putting the time in to, essentially get a scholarship from an early age?
Yeah, I was grinding for real. Middle school, I remember 7th, 8th grade, I was going to the gym in the morning and after school. And then I would also have practice after school too. So at least 3 times a day. There's nothing to do.
In Iowa?
Yeah, literally nothing to do. Just play ball. We used to go to the gym, get there 8 a.m. Me, my bro, my cousins, all my friends. The gym is probably 5 minutes from my mom's house. Go to the gym, get there 8 a.m. and stay there all the way to 11. There was nothing to do except just play basketball. It's what kept everybody out of trouble, just playing basketball.
Did you give up on basketball for any reason other than really just to pursue business? You're I'd rather make money now.
Yeah, I started making money sophomore year. That's when I did that pretty good month with the High Booster product.
Yeah.
So once I made that, I was I don't know, I didn't really care about ball anymore. Junior year came up, because it was the summer when I did good with that product, and then junior year came up, basketball season was about to start, and then this November I did $30K in a month, and then the next month I did I think $60K or something, and the next month it was $100K. So then I just quit basketball that year, but senior year I came back and I played, but junior year I didn't play.
Because you really at that point had no reason to, right?
Yeah, low-key I should have played.
Yeah.
Sometimes I regret it, I should have just played, because you'll never get that time again. Now I'm just doing business and stuff. I could have just played that year, but.
And then how's your navigation been as a young man with a lot of money? What do you do outside of work? Just work?
We have fun for sure.
Yeah.
Travel, go hang out with my other friends. I got friends everywhere. You're in Cali, I got friends in Cali, Toronto, Miami, Dubai, New York, Texas. Basically everywhere I have somebody that I know that I can just go there and chill, work, have fun, go out and do whatever. So yeah, that's what I do basically.
Is there anything outside of work that you want to accomplish?
I Honestly, I've never thought about doing any of those like adventures or anything.
Yeah.
I should. Like, I want to live a lit life, go do some random shit like that. Fucking join an African militia or some shit.
Jump out of a plane and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Go do some random like side mission.
Side missions. Yeah,
but
this
I don't
is a
have
side
anything.
mission. We coming to Iowa.
Yeah, he got a side mission under his belt. I don't really have any side missions right now.
Okay, what about mindset? So now that you essentially like went 0 to 100, sounds like pretty quickly, where you started like making that money once you started dropshipping again. How's your mindset like when you're making money now? Are you recklessly spending it and going out, buying designer, doing this, doing that? Or like what's your approach as I guess it starts to settle in your mind that I'm a businessman now and I made it in dropshipping?
To be real, I've been making money for like a decent amount of time now. I just started like, I guess, spending the fruits of my labor. I've been traveling, connecting with new people everywhere I've went. I've connected with new people like Miami. Spent a little bit of money to go out to Miami. I met him, Rigo, awesome connect, a lot of other guys. So basically, the money that I spend, I'm always making it back somehow because I'm going out there and meeting people. I've never really went out on vacation like just because. I think the only vacation I went out just because was when I went to Mexico. I was there by myself for like 2 weeks. It was a good vacation though. I made like a really good amount of money because I hit good on crypto when I was in Mexico. It was crazy. Never hit good on crypto again after that, but I did a pretty good.
It was a good pump.
Yeah, it was a good, very good pump.
Okay, what do you think separates you from other dropshippers? Like, do you think that there's a special skill or special talent that successful dropshippers have? Or do you believe it's more on finding the right product? Or marketing angle, if you want to call it that.
So I think the best skill that you can have as a dropshipper is literally learning how to find your audience and how to target them through your ad creatives. Because your ad creatives are literally the most important thing. That's what people see. And when they see your ad, that's how they decide if they want to go and look at your website and even purchase your product. That's the main thing. So getting good at building ad creatives and knowing exactly who your target audience is probably the skill that I would say sets me apart from different dropshippers.
Okay, and then how do you like do that? So let's say that if you had a product, like would you make different categories of people that you want to target? If it was the height boosters, would you say I'm going to target short guys who are insecure about their height, or maybe short guys that are insecure about their height and can't get girls? How do you distinguish the groups of people that you target?
It depends. I'll look at the main reasons why somebody wants to, purchase that product. So with the height boosters, maybe it's girls make fun of you for being short, girls don't want you for being short. What's another reason why people would want to get tall?
I mean, sports, but they're not really like...
Yeah, that could be a good angle. Like, I would find like 3 angles on why somebody would want to purchase that product. Maybe put that as one of the hooks, like, my girl broke up with me because I was too short or something like that. And then I would get into explaining the product, like what it does. Put these in your shoe. They'll help you increase your height by 2 to 4 inches, blah, blah, blah. And then get to the selling point. If you want to increase your height, click the link in bio and whatever.
That's it.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. And then how are you finding new products now? Are you just still scaling that same old stuff that you have? Or are you continually looking for new products?
So recently, I've just been dealing with one product for like quite a bit because I will say the creative part of things, I wasn't really good at that until like probably like 9 months ago. That's when I really got good at it.
Through practice?
Through practice, learning, buying mentorships. Because I'm just like everybody else. Like, for some things you need consulting on as well. So even when I was back in the day, when I was like 16, I was running this product. I'm not gonna leak the product because I know somebody that's running the brand right now. But I was running this product that did me like 300K in rev. That's why I like stopped playing basketball and all that stuff. And that product died out. Well, I thought it died out, but the reason why it like stopped printing, making money is because the creatives died out. So I thought when the creatives died out, that the product was like cooked. Like I couldn't run it no more.
Oh, you couldn't like hit another winner.
Yeah, because it was like ripped creatives. I wasn't even sourcing my own creatives, anything like that. But if I knew like how to make creatives, like run new creatives, then that product
test.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like make new creatives, then I would be still running that product to this day. Probably could still run this product to this day, but I just haven't been doing it because I know the guy that's making $1 million per month with that product.
And what's your testing strategy like? Want to get into the nitty-gritty of it to get some free value to people? who actually watch the podcast. So what's your testing strategy like? I know for like mentorships that I've had in drop shipping, it's 3 days, $50 each, and probably by the second day you should know whether or not your creatives are good. So what process do you do?
So it really depends, to be honest.
Okay.
Facebook, you can test 2 to 3 days, exactly like that. 5 ABOs, different ads, 5 to 7 ABOs. With TikTok, I would do like 5 ABOs, only 1 day, see how they perform. If they perform well, if I find a profitable ad set, I'll go ahead, duplicate that, see exactly why that ad set's winning, try to recreate it a couple times, and then scale from there. But it's different every time. Sometimes you got to really get in the trenches and see exactly why that creative is performing, because sometimes you can have an ad that has like a super low CTR, like 0.5 CTR. Like a couple months back, I had this product that I was testing just for fun. It had a super low CTR when I was testing it. I tested 5 creatives with it. Got 2 sales somehow with that super low CTR. So I was like, this product is really good, but the ad creative isn't good. So I went ahead, found more creatives to run that product with. Next day, I launched it again with the new creatives. It went crazy. Did like 300, which is pretty good on a testing day.
Yeah.
Next day, 2K, 3K, and then next day, 7K.
Okay. How fast do you scale? Like if you start hitting and your ad spend, what do you usually run on your ad spend? Like 50, 30?
So for testing, it's just $20 per
20.
day on
Okay.
TikTok.
So then once you start hitting on TikTok at $20, what do you go up to?
I'll go straight to 100. It really depends. 100, I'll see how that's going. If it's going good. So say I just up the budget to 100 from 20. If it's going well, I'll up it again. See if it's going well again, and I'll just keep upping it. If it keeps like performing well, then I'll just keep upping the budget.
Another thing that I want to bring up, and not to make things about race, right? But we're both people of color.
For sure.
I'm Latino. You're black. There's not a lot of us in the space, internet money space. What would you say to motivate other black entrepreneurs that are looking to get into drop shipping or internet business who might not have any help from their parents or anyone else?
For any black entrepreneurs watching this, just do what you got to do. If you see yourself making money in ecom, go ahead and do it. I know there's not a lot of people out there making money. I didn't really have anybody that was black to look up to. Like probably the only person, Jordan Welch.
Yeah.
But I knew, I was confident enough, I'm smart enough to make money online. It's really not as hard as people make it seem. Just if you see yourself being able to do it, then do it. Don't listen to what anybody has to say, because I'll keep it real. There's a lot of people in this ecom space. Most of them are, Caucasian people, and they can be racist. Like, they can be racist, but it is what it is. Like, I have dreads. I do drop shipping. Like, it's crazy to people. Like, you'll never see this.
It reminds me of the story you were telling me when you were flying back from Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to share that one?
Long story short, I went to Dubai, just do some business and hang out with my brother. I hadn't seen him in like a year because he was staying in Dubai. When I came back, it was like a 14-hour flight from Dubai to Newark Airport. Got off the flight, went to the baggage carousel, picked up my bag. I walked past the whatever customs officer or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was like the customs officer. And I was like tired. I was wearing all black, like essentials, Balenciaga, like I don't know. I probably looked like some type of scammer or something. I'll keep it real. They probably thought that. And then he stopped me. He was like, where are you coming from? I'm like, Dubai. He's like, what are you doing there? I was like, I was chilling. I didn't care because I'm like, I got nothing to be like.
To hide, yeah.
I got nothing to hide. I told him exactly what it was. I'm like, I'm chilling. Then he asked me again. I'm like, whatever, I'm doing business. And he was like, what do you do for business? I'm like, I do ecom, crypto, blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling him because I'm like, I got nothing to hide. And then he was like, okay, come with me. I'm like, bruh, whatever.
Yeah.
He sits me down.
They took you in a little room?
Yeah, like first he told me sit down. And then he was like, come over here. He said, put your bags on the table, searched all my stuff, opened up my computer.
Everything?
Everything. Like, the reason why I was so mad is because, like, I just packed all my stuff and they were taking everything out. I'm like, bro, I gotta pack that again.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you guys should have some fucking lady over there folding shit after you guys do that. Like, that's what really pissed me off. And then, I don't know, they didn't find nothing. The officer was hating heavy. He was like, no way, you're 18 going this place.
Yeah, dude, people be so salty for no reason.
Bro, he was black too. He was hating. Like, I was like, yo, you're bogus, bro. Like, I thought we were, you feel me, connection. Like something. Yeah, he was hating hard. And then, like, I remember I was like tweaking with him because I'm like, bro, I just missed my flight. Once I found out I missed my flight, I was ultra Karen mode. I wasn't even Kuol anymore. I'm like, yo,
You were Karen.
I was caring. Like, I was actually tweaking. I'm like, bro, you made me miss my flight. You didn't find nothing. You're hating heavy. He's saying that I don't make money online. He's asking to see my bank account. Like, he was actually violating me.
Yeah.
And then, like, since I missed my flight, they put me on like 3 different standby flights. And my brother's graduation was the next day. That's why I was coming back to Iowa, because it was my brother's graduation. This was like in May. They put me on a flight at 1 p.m. That flight was full, so I couldn't get on that. They put me on another flight at like 5. That flight was full. I couldn't get on that. They put me on a flight at 7 o'clock. And then that flight was from Newark to Chicago. Got to Chicago. They didn't have a flight for me.
Jesus Christ.
So I chilled in the airport until the next morning, which my flight was like early in the morning, like I think it was like 5 or 6. And I just went home. My brother picked me up from the airport. I was mad as shit. But I mean, I guess that's a story to tell.
Yeah, no, all over someone just hating.
Yeah, he
for
was
no
like
reason.
literally hating for no reason. And I tried to, like, since I was in the airport, I had so much time, because I literally got to Newark at 8 a.m. and I left there at like 7. So I was like calling like the border patrol or whatever it's called, the customs. They had 2 stars on Google. I'm like, yo, give me this officer's name. I'm finna sue. I got my lawyer. I was so bored. Like, I was just doing whatever. Like, I was so mad. Like, bro, you made me miss my flight. I'm sitting in the airport all day. And they wouldn't even give me his name or anything.
Yeah, I know, because they all protect each other.
Yeah, they were protecting him. So I was like, whatever, bro.
That's crazy. Okay, so then Jordan Welch sounds like was one of the guys, I guess, that you could look up to, or that, you know, it makes you feel like if he did it, I can do it.
For sure.
Was there anyone else in the space that motivated you? I guess your brother probably, right?
Yeah, definitely my brother, because I seen him making money. Like, I seen it with my own eyes. Like, I remember one day he launched a product. He left from my mom's house. This was when I was like, what, 15? He went like back to his dorm or whatever, and he was already at like 2K in sales in like a couple hours, and it was organic too. He was
That's crazy.
He's one of the first guys doing organic. This like 3 years ago. I would say I'm one of the first guys doing organic too, because I was doing it like 2021. Like, nobody was doing it back in the day. Like, I've been doing. Yeah, I just got like an online presence now, but I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I think that was so surprising too. Like, when I met you, that you were like, "Oh, I'm 18, but I've been doing online business for really long," and the way you carry yourself, I recognize that too, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to fake online, but in person, it's completely different.
For sure.
So I know you were talking about insecurities are really the things you hone on and how you really market your products. But how do you find the products that you actually want to run ads for? Or where are you finding them? Are you just doing research through scrolling?
So yeah, this is like, I guess, some free game for anybody watching as well. This is an easy method to find winning products. Just turn yourself into a bot. Literally every single ad that you see on your phone, click on it and act like you're gonna buy it, and then you can calibrate your phone to always show you like products that are doing well.
On what social media?
Literally every social media, IG, Google ads,
Facebook too.
TikTok, Facebook. Turn yourself into the most most consumerism person.
Yeah.
That's not even a word, but I just used it. But turn yourself into a person that consumes a lot of like online products and wants to buy a lot of online products, like basically like a 40-year-old mom. Like, and you can like get into different niches, like turn yourself into a mom, like look at products that all the 40-year-old moms would buy, the kids would buy, the smokers would buy. Just get into a different category, click on all those products, and you'll start finding a bunch of winning products that people are running right now that you can run and print yourself.
And you don't think it's too competitive when another person is running it?
I mean, obviously some of them are going to be too competitive, but a lot of them won't, especially if you go and find different ads than what they're running. Really all it goes down to is the ads, and then if the product actually solves a problem for somebody.
So I'm sure as you've grown your business and you started posting your lifestyle, that you have a lot of people from back home telling you, bro, put me on. So what has your been response to that, and how have you been able to help people, or at least try?
So yeah, in terms of people that I grew up with, trying to put them on, it really hasn't worked out too well. A lot of people think that e-commerce is a scam, dropshipping is a scam, or they just don't want to put in the work. So with that, I gave them everything I know. I gave them my courses, try to help them out. Nobody really took it seriously. So I haven't really been able to put people on like that. But in terms of like people that I met online that hit me up talking about help me out, I've been able to help a lot of people get started with dropshipping on that side of things.
Yeah, what's your Well, also with your course, what are your success stories? Like, what's a success story that you've had with one of your students?
Oh yeah, a good story that I like to talk about. That just happened recently. Is one of my students from Australia. He invested in mentorship, spent over 20K. Long story short, he was getting scammed. A lot of
Other mentorships.
yeah, other mentorships,
Yeah.
other mentorships. He spent over 20K. Was getting scammed. Burned a lot of cash with that. Started working with me, and about a week and a half, we got him to do 7K days.
Nice.
And it's just like a great story to talk about, because like I really like feel good in my heart that I was able to help him out after spending 20K on mentorship.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't like to quit and things, but after spending 20K, I don't know. That's crazy.
Takes a special person, a dedicated person.
Yeah, like
to
I have
really
like
want me
big
there.
respect for him, for real. He really took the bet on himself. He trusted in me, and I helped him out.
And it's paying off.
And it's paying off, yeah.
Okay. And have you ever helped any of your family out financially with anything?
Yeah, I don't really like to talk about it too much on the internet, but I've helped my family a lot. Dropshipping hasn't just changed my life, my family's life as well.
And that's just with like everyday expenses.
Everyday expensive bills. My brother wants to go to the store, get clothes, gas for his car, a bunch of different things. I can handle it now.
You mentioned earlier how you grew up in Section 8 housing. So how was that experience for you and the environment that you grew up in?
To be real, growing up in Section 8 housing, it was lit. It's pretty fun. All the neighborhood kids hang out with them every day, playing ball, riding bikes all around town. It wasn't bad. It's just like another chip on my shoulder that I needed to get out of that. Like, I always felt bad about, like, I guess getting government assistance, things like that, food stamps, all that. I didn't really like it. But, it's just like a piece of my story that, I've been able to get through now. Yeah, Section 8 housing, for anybody listening that's in Section 8 housing, it's really not as serious as people make it seem. It's just a place to live. Like, I know a lot of people that, like, if somebody was in my situation, if you have Wi-Fi, you're fine. So, like, that's just how I seen it.
I think especially because you're young, people think like, oh, he's young, he did it fast.
Yeah.
But they don't see the journey that you went through to get to the point that where you are right now.
Yeah, man.
And I think social media doesn't help with that. Everybody wants instant gratification or thinks it's fast, it's easy, but it's really not.
Yeah, something I will say is that I wish that I documented my whole journey more, because there's a lot of things that I don't have, like...
So talk about how fast your growth has been on social media now, because you started building your brand as a e-commerce person, but also just as you.
Yeah, it's been pretty fast. Like, I started my IG, like, when I met you, I didn't even have it, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you had like had a couple hundred followers, maybe like 1,000 or something. Like, what did your mom think as you're essentially start making thousands?
To be honest, she really didn't care. Yeah, she doesn't value money like that.
Yeah.
She's like woke. She doesn't care about money at all. So like she always tells me like money is the root of all evil, this and that. And I'd be like, yeah, all right, shit. I'm gonna make my money.
Yeah. What do you have advice for someone who, I'm sure you get this question all the time as you're starting to blow up on social media, is how do you get started? If you had to give advice to someone who doesn't know anything about dropshipping or has any experience in website building or marketing, what would your advice be to them?
There's 3 steps to getting started, in my opinion. This is what I tell everybody. Number 1, please make sure you actually have the money to get started. This is not a free business where you can start with 0 money.
What if it's organic?
Well, organic, I have mixed emotions on that, because not a lot of people are good at, creating organic content. The best way to actually see success fast is with paid ads. So I guess it could be free, but I wouldn't take that route. A lot of you guys don't even know how to structure your Instagram or do anything on social media right. So I don't think doing organic is a good option for a lot of people. The best option is paid ads. So first, you need to make sure you have enough money to start dropshipping. You definitely need to have at least $1,000 set aside. 1,000 to 2,000, the more the better. And then after that, you need to acquire the correct information to actually get started. So you need to go on YouTube, find who's credible, learn all their skills and strategies, and apply it. Or you need to go and search for a mentor and apply all their skills and strategies as well.
And how do you know who to trust versus who has good information and bad information? Because, I mean, you can go on TikTok and Instagram, and there's a million people telling you, do this, do that. How do you find the right one or the one that you should really be listening to?
That's the thing. It's kind of hard to find the right one if you don't know anything about dropshipping. It's a lot of different information out there, a lot of bad information, a lot of good information. You got to see what's working and what's not working.
Okay, and then you have a mentorship, right? That you're starting to take a few select students to help them in their dropshipping journey.
Yeah, so I just launched my inner circle. That's for anybody that, wants to get into dropshipping, is just looking for a mentor to help them one-on-one. And also, find a group of brothers or sisters, because there's girls in there as well, that are beginners that want to start dropshipping. Connect in there, learn from me, learn from some of my partners, learn from other 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs. So that's something I just launched recently. It's been doing pretty well. Got a lot of students in there doing well. So yeah, that's something I just started working on. It's been great so far, and hopefully we can push it more.
Yeah, do you really enjoy helping people and helping them change their circumstances?
Exactly, because once you start really making money in dropshipping, it's kind of like smooth and steady. Like, there's not really too much work for you to do, like managing your media buyers, managing your ad creatives. You're really just overseeing things. So this new venture is pretty nice because I get to help people get started. Something that I wish that I had. I mean, I had my brother, but he was off doing his own things as well. So he taught me a little bit of things, and I would just go on YouTube and figure out everything else by myself. So I'm glad that I can be, the mentor that other people are like seeking for, and hold their hand through the entire process.
Okay, you think part of helping people is because you started really from nothing, because you grew up in Section 8 housing, right? So you really came from the bottom, and then were able to now get to a certain point, obviously, where you're very comfortable.
Yeah.
So is that part of why you like helping people so much?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is something I always tell everybody. All somebody needs is an opportunity. If you get the opportunity, what are you going to do with that opportunity? A lot of people get opportunities, they don't do anything with it. But what I'm offering is everybody an opportunity. Doesn't matter where you come from, how old you are, your skin color, whatever it is. With this opportunity that I'm offering everybody to, learn the skills and strategies that I've used to make 7 figures dropshipping. Like, if you want the opportunity to start and learn all that stuff, it's there. But if you don't,
then it's on you. Respect.
It's on you. Respect.
I think a question that a lot of people always have when getting started with any online business is taxes or business setup. So what do you recommend for people who are starting out, or how do you answer that question yourself?
Okay, in terms of taxes, most people that are asking about taxes, they shouldn't really be asking about it. Like, you really haven't made any money to even worry about taxes. So for anybody that's a beginner and they're getting into dropshipping and they're worrying about taxes, wait till you make at least 10K in rev and then start worrying about taxes. And then once you do make that 10K in rev, set up an LLC, set up business bank accounts, and if you can, set up business credit cards as well. So everything that you spend will be tracked, and then at the end of the year, when it's tax season, your accountant can go in, write off everything, and then whatever you have to pay, you pay. It's pretty simple.
Do you have a message for not even Black entrepreneurs, but anyone is really struggling to make it in e-commerce, drop shipping, or any other sort of like internet business?
All right, here's my message. It's gonna be cliche because the things that really matter are always cliche. Just keep going. That's really all it is. Find the plan, find the blueprint from somebody, stick to the plan, and just keep going. That's literally all it is. If you find the exact path and exactly what you need to do to get from point A to point B, and you stick to it, you'll be fine. That's the thing. You guys are finding a business that you want to do, and you're not even sticking to it for like a couple of days. Like,
yeah, because how long were you really doing business before you experienced success?
what? A long time. Probably like 3 years.
3 years of reps.
3 years.
3 years of failures.
Yeah, fun failures too. I was
Yeah.
never like down about it because I was still young, so I didn't really care. But it was like I always knew I was gonna make this shit work. I always knew. I don't know why, because I'm not that type of person that's like so like.
I was about to ask you, are you like manifesting this stuff?
Nah,
or you
like,
don't believe in that stuff?
Nah, that shit's funny to me. I never do that, but like maybe I should start.
Yeah,
I mean,
shit. Maybe
I'm not
double your
opposed.
business.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Maybe I start making like $5 million a month after I start doing that. I'm not opposed to it. I just never done that. I've never even like really wrote down goals or anything like that. I just like have it in my brain. I just go do it. That's really what it is.
Okay, and then I think one question that I have is that sounds like you're not a big overthinker. Because I think a lot of time when people are starting in business, they think about all these things that don't matter.
Yeah.
Instead of just actually the like few things you have to do to like just work or get the ball rolling. So how did you stay focused Or was it really like watching your brother, or what do you think made you stay on track?
I don't know. I just like what I do so much.
Okay.
It's like I could, like back in the day, I used to grind all freaking day, like 10 hours. Like my schedule was literally wake up at 5 p.m., build like 5 stores from 5 p.m. to literally like 8 a.m. I'd build 5 stores, get the ads running and everything. And then with that, I would go to sleep at like 8 a.m., wake up at like 9, 10, check my ads, wake up a couple hours after that, check my ads, wake up a couple hours after that, check my ads, and then do it again. And I just enjoyed it. Like, there's nothing else to do. Like, this is to any grown man watching. Like, what else do you have to do? Like, if you really want to take this business stuff seriously, once you're grown, you're over 18, there's nothing else you can do with your life. Just make money. Like, maybe you have, like, some sort of situation, but for those that don't have a situation where they have to, like, put their time into, like, I guess, taking care of people or other things, you have nothing else to do. Just grind.
Or even if you do, if you have a job, like nothing is stopping you from waking up before work, or even when you're off work, still working on that business.
Exactly.
And just keeping it rolling to actually make your 9 to 5 help you to get you to where you want to be, right?
100%. You gotta do what you gotta do. Anything that's gonna be great for you in life isn't gonna be that easy and simple. You really have to find ways to make time and then just get to it. The success will come. That's really all it is.
All right, beautiful. Thank you for being on the pod, man.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
My brother, I appreciate you coming out here.
For sure.
A random side quest.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually really beautiful out here, at least right now because it's not snowing.
Yeah, for sure.